I want to upgrade the standard screen that came with my Golf to this 9.2 inch OEM Discover Pro. But it's not as easy as just swapping the screen around. The whole unit in the glove box has to be switched out to one made by Harman. And of course, a new trim to fit around the bigger screen. Before ripping stuff out, we need to grab an OBD11 and go dun in this port down here near the pedals. Connect to it through the app and scroll down to the 5F module for multimedia. Hit backup and tick both long coding and adaptations. Name it whatever you want and tap start. Once it's done, hit OK and go to history. Yep, that saved alright. Hit the email icon in the top right and send it to yourself. We're gonna need this later. Yank out the device and open up the glove box. I'm gonna use these radio removal keys to get the old MIB unit out. Simply shove them in these two holes until you hear a click, then shove your ungli in and slide it out. From there, we can start disconnecting the cables one by one. Out with the old and in with the new. Plug each connector into the new unit until you get to this pink one. This one's for the display, but it won't go straight in the grey port. So instead, this tab here has got to go. Nothing my trusty chuddy can't solve, and just like that, it plugs straight in. Now that everything's in, we can shove the unit in its place. Flick open the cubby and pull your fingers under this bit to remove the trim surrounding the Climatronic panel. Now we can start prying away the trim around the screen. Use the trim tool to help because it can be pretty stubborn. Hazard switch out. Let's put that somewhere safe. Now I was going to use the keys, but my boy was 2 steps ahead, shoving flatheads into the pins to get the screen out instead. Worked like a charm, so can't complain. Take both cables out the back of the old screen. I have no clue why we separated that blue one. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Heavy screen, bro. Ignore my fat thumbprint. This little plastic tab in the bottom left has got to go. So shave it off with the chuddy and it'll plug right in. Shove in the last cable and oi, we got power, bro. Clip the new screen back in. You know how we do. And we're so boggle trying to fit the old fascia on the new screen. I completely forgot about the new one, they look so similar. Grab the new one and shove it in its place, making sure it sits flush. Hazard switch can go back in, as well as the Climatronic trim, and there you have it. I lied. Remember the backup we took at the start? Well, all of this has got to be restored or my car's going to think it's got features it hasn't and throw up errors like this. So after a long session of coding, I can do stuff like gesture control, run maps on both the VC and the screen at the same time, and loads more cool stuff I'll show you, so make sure you're subscribed.